All right, let's do this thing. We're live, I believe. If Twitch wants to show me we're live, let's make sure we're live. Amazing, fantastic. I love to see it. Hopefully, everybody can hear me okay, which I believe you can. It's so good to be here. What is going on with my hoodie strings? Oh, nothing. I'm tweaking. Um, there's Ria Raya. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Maria Ria. That's what I call you now. Sorry. Just it's how it goes. We'll keep it on the left side for now. Maybe we'll move it. Izzy, what's going on? Good to see you. Hello, everybody. What's up, Mads, Bobblehead? What's up, Kim, Molly, Alejandra? Hello, welcome back. Courtney, Marley, Emily, Gabby. Hello. What's up, everybody? Setup looks extra good today. I love you. Thank you. What up? What's going on, everybody? Hello, welcome in. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see everybody. A reasonable hour, semi. That's what they say. Never left a Harry. Is Harry live right now? We'll have to go join him later. I left Harry for you, Molly. I love you. Love the flipped view. Probably better, right? Edited by Haley. I love you. Holly. Edited by Holly. Okay, great to see everybody. It is very cozy in here, but I need to do a little bit of a cleaning. Left Parker for you. You guys are too kind. Don't leave my friends. Good to see everyone. So, a couple things here. Twitch, where we put it in the Discord, but the Twitch schedule is gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's gonna be just strictly politics because I know we haven't done politics on Twitch in a while. So shoot for 3 hours a day, 3 times a week. And the other lives like cooking and video games, etc., will be extra. I think I want to plan one cooking live a week, and then the video games might just kind of be here and there. Wait, can you say edited by Holly? Is it Holly? Is that what I'm reading? Is there an I in there? HIL? I can't see this far. But yes, schedule slays. Kate, I love you. Great to see you. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll do 3 hours each of those days on just politics, so people can like watch politics, and we can go from there. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support lately. Emily, I love you. Courtney, forever. That's what they're saying. Chris, tomorrow's my birthday. I love you. You're amazing. Happy. Can I get some happy birthdays in the chat tomorrow? Right now, Eastern. Well, I'm in Central Time now, but right now, Eastern, it's 11 p.m. It's 10 Eastern. It's 10 Central. Ivy, I appreciate you. So yes, yeah. So the schedule should be good on Twitch. We'll do 5 to 8 Eastern on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we'll, if you want to join other lives as we play video games and do cooking, that'll be a kind of separate thing that we'll plan out. So, love it. Kayla, good to see you. Good to see everyone. Ria Raya, you should. Kate, it's good to see you. This is my first time chatting, but I'm a long time watcher. Really appreciate everything you do. Keep going. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Molly, hello. Mads, I appreciate you. Whenever you're here, I appreciate you so much, really. You rock. All of you rock. Good to see everyone. Thanks for the Kim. Thanks for the 15 bits. By the way, it means a lot. I won't let you down. I won't let you down, Courtney. I won't. So let's talk a little bit today about politics. So the first thing I want to do, Mar, hello, is actually watch this Tim Pool video that was released 18 hours ago because I haven't caught up with any of these, freaks on the right side here, as they, run their pretzels trying to figure out how to defend, the constitutional crisis we're in. So I want to. It's 15. It's hail. It's hail. Holly. Is that what you're? Hey. Hey. Hall. Can I speak? Yo, first of all, Kayla, thanks for pinning the Discord. It's right there if you haven't joined. It's amazing. Can you say edited by Hallie? Edited by Hallie. Hallie. I can read. I was on here too. Once anyone ever said anything about. I got you. You're amazing. I have not checked mod chat. I can go check it. No, Phil, good to see you. So we're gonna react to Tim here. You know, I kind of have a disdain for the Tim cast. They invited me on several times. I declined. Went with the gut instinct. My boy Beasley went on there, and you can tell that they're not actually fucking serious over there, dude. They're always fucking they bugged me for so long, and they're like, "We promise it's not a trap." I'm like, "Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to get me in a room and have 3 people scream at me and make a bunch of clips for it." But Luke Beasley held his own, dude's incredible. Maybe I should have gone. Maybe they'll invite me back after I talk shit about them, because I mean, Temple is just such a fucking disgrace. But yeah. Oh, the mod chat has the banner. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, thank you. Because I'm going to throw up the banner on Twitch. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Can I get some W's for Kayla and all the mods in the chat? So let's check out this video and see what Tim Pool's going on.
Was posting on Twitter. President
Why can't I not hear? Good start. Great start. We love that. W's Kayla. That's right. W mods. That's right.
Trump is calling for an end to the federal income tax. He
Chris First Technology Part 997,000. We love this. This is good.
Gives the yes. He gives a stamp of approval. Instead of taxing our citizens.
All right, whatever.
Nick Sorter was posting on Twitter. President Trump is calling for an end to the federal income tax. He gives the yes. He gives a stamp of approval. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. America was great well before the federal government took 30+% of every dollar we earn. End it. We're going to go ahead and take a listen to what President Trump had to say.
America is going to be very rich again, and it's going to happen very quickly. It's time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer and more powerful than ever before. Do you know the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively. And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887, and this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea. It was a blue ribbon committee. Was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary, because when McKinley was killed, he took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money, and that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
That would be so awesome.
Yeah, so what is the panel's opinion on
I love it. Although there's one, I mean, yes, I personally would like to not pay any income tax at all. That would be so nice. They take so much money. They're so mean. It's so not fair.
These people, I mean, I'm sorry. If I could ever, maybe I have to go on Timcast just because it's like, this is so, I mean, we fall into such a deep pit. Because all these people probably are smart. Maybe that's giving them too much credit. But Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, this is like, you might as well get a room full of 6th graders to talk about Econ 101 and just release it every week. Really? The pure, the amount of tariffs that you would have to place, you essentially have to place someone's done the math. It's like a 70% tariff on everything that comes into the United States. First of all, Brooke and May, thank you for resubscribing. One at 5 months and one at 3 months. That is incredible. Holy shit. XRY, good to see you. Subscribe to Amazon Prime. I love you. Huge W's in the chat for everybody. I appreciate you so much. The sheer amount of tariffs, someone's done this math. Because you have to, the majority of the federal government's income to do things like, literally everything we do with our $6 trillion budget, the majority of that comes from federal income tax. the military, fucking, I don't know, the EPA, the CDC, the FDA, everything. And you'd have to place this massive tariff on everything coming to the United States to make up for the cost to the federal government. So now all these businesses are paying the federal government that money when they're importing goods. So the US dollar is immediately completely worthless. Inflation explodes over double digits. Just fucking the stocks at Target are $100. This is basic economics, right? And so the dollar is worthless. We've alienated ourselves around the world because we've placed such a massive tariff on everything coming into the United States that other countries are placing tariffs on us, and so we're not exporting as much to other countries. They're finding other trade partners, so we're isolated. And the thing is, as US businesses start producing in America, they're importing less, which means the money the federal government is getting from tariffs goes down. So it's a regressive policy. You have to continue to increase tariffs to make up for the fact that people are importing less. And as you're doing that, the US dollar is literally like $1 is equivalent to like 150. Okay? This is any economist, like any fucking person with an econ degree laughs out loud when they hear something like that. It's the stupidity is off the charts. And I don't think they know this because they're so caught in the misinformation fucking bullshit. And so, of course, like the first thing you come to is this woman being like, that'd be really nice. They take so much of my money. Who is they? I fucking hate when the IRS takes so much of my money. What the fuck are you? Oh my God, I'm so sick of them taking a cut of my income. That'd be really nice. Well, they take a cut of your income so you can go fucking do shit in the United States. Like fucking, I don't know, have the CDC give you some information about what's going on with bird flu, or to invest in our military, or to do literally anything with the federal government. Medicare, Social Security, fucking your grandparents getting Medicare right now depend on. But you over here fucking walking around and you're like, so I wouldn't want to pay anything. But the thing is, you will end up paying if you make $200,000 a year and you give 50 or 60 $80,000 to the IRS. You're going to end up paying that anyway because inflation is going to be fucking 50%. And the people who would be hurt most by this was everybody, because the U.S. economy wouldn't exist. But the people who would be hurt most by this, hypothetically, are low-income people. They'd pay the majority of the taxes or the tariff to the federal government, because low-income people or middle-class individuals, like you and I probably, are spending most of our money on like consumer goods. Water or phones or fucking a microphone, right? But wealthier people spend the majority of their money on like services or investments. So they're avoiding a lot of that tariff. The majority of the people paying this tariff in this hypothetical world that, this room with the combined brain cell, combined 4 brain cells came together with, would be low-income people. So I actually should go on Tim Pool because I'm 2 minutes in. I'm already furious at the fact that I have to sit here and listen to this. First of all, I know we're getting a lot of love in the chat right now because we had XRY subscribers to Amazon Prime, and then we had XRY gift out a community sub. You're absolutely incredible. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. W's in the chat. Emily with the 500 bits. You're absolutely incredible. King with the 100 bits. I appreciate both of you so much. And Abby, who has been one of my longest supporters, a friend, and an incredible mod. A million W's in the chat for Abby. She is absolutely an amazing person. Gifted out 5 community subs. That goes a really, really long way, Abby, and is not inexpensive. So seriously, thank you so much. And Emily with another 100 bits. Massive W's in the chat, everybody. Yeah, seriously. Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you, everybody. You guys are incredible. I wouldn't want to pay, but I'm smart enough to know that makes no fucking sense. Right, exactly. Yeah, we would all not, exactly. We would all not like, I don't want to pay taxes in April, dude. I don't. This is the first time, like, I've paid taxes before. This is like my first, being like self-employed and not paying into, taxes at all during the year. The IRS is coming for me. I owe them a chunk of change. And that's fine. Do I hate it? Yes. Do I bitch and complain about it? Yes. Do I wish I didn't have to pay? Yes. But I'm not so fucking dense that I'm like, oh, I want to replace this with tariffs so I don't have to pay. So stupid. So stupid. We need you to give the ominous 8 a new adjective. Well, we love the ominous 8. I met several of them one time. And the ominous 8, who is that, Katie? Ominous 8, I like to go with... Hold on, let me think. Hold on. a really strong adjective here. The not the furious, not the furious. The give me agile. The agile 8. You're ominous, but you're also agile, quite quick in the shadows. You run around. You're around. No one knows, but you're there. You're always there, lurking. The agile 8. All right. Did it work? What did what work? DT, did it work? I just resubbed. There it is, right when you said it. Resubscribe to the Amazon Prime. I love you to get a free sub with the Amazon Prime. Huge W's for DT. I appreciate you being here so much. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Bud Light. How are you? Lulu, good to see you. Everyone always wants one. I don't know if I like one for FedEx.
And then even when you file your taxes and you get an accountant and you pay the accountant to file your taxes because taxes are too complicated a lot of times to file yourself, which also it shouldn't be so complicated that you have to pay somebody else to do it for you.
I do want to point out that, previously to Biden, even if your taxes weren't complicated, you had to pay a service like TurboTax, $39 at least, a state filing fee, and some I don't know, $30-$70. And then Elizabeth Warren and the Biden-Harris administration released a free IRS tax tool to do the exact same thing for free, which people have talked about because TurboTax and all these companies lobby the federal government so they can make a bunch of money, and it's fucking bullshit. And Trump just scrapped that. So now we all have to pay someone because you could have done it with the IRS, but no, not anymore.
Especially when the government knows how much you owe. Why am I doing this? It's $700 to pay the account.
That is so, oh my God. Who is this woman? I would kill to debate this woman. I can't believe these people get to be on podcasts. There's no requirement to be on a podcast anymore. They just pull anyone off the street, especially when the federal government knows how much you owe. You are so fucking dumb. The federal government does not know how much money. The whole reason that you file federal income tax is, let's say that this woman is self-employed going on Timcast, right? And she gets a 1099. She's an independent contractor, and it says she made $100,000 from a couple different sources. The IRS is also getting those 1099 forms or your W-2, so they know that you made $100,000. But you know what they don't know? They don't know if you bought a house. They don't know if you ended up with a disability. They don't know if you got married. They don't know if you were in a natural disaster and had to get funding from FEMA. All of those things change the amount of your taxable income. So that's the whole reason we tell the federal government. And then, if things look suspicious or off, if you're claiming that, you're filing jointly and you were in a hurricane zone and you want to take all this money off for your business and you're 18 years old, it may raise some flags with the IRS. So they'll audit you and ask you to prove those things, right? But this is so dense. You are so incompetent on how basic government functions work, and you feel like you should be on a fucking YouTube channel with 2.27 million subscribers on fucking Tim Pool blabber. This is so disgusting what this does to our country. It's so disgusting. I'm not asking people to be perfect, okay? I get things wrong all the time, but I'm asking you to have a basic understanding of how the government works before you go and just all these people are bending over for Donald Trump so they can make money and be all cool on the internet, and they're just fucking destroying society with the amount of disinformation they post. And I hope somebody clipped that and posted it. I hope Tim Pool and all these, I don't even know who this woman is, but I hope she knows. It's disgusting. The federal government knows how much money you owe, but we have to file it anyway. Jesus fucking Christ. They just take anybody from fucking 7th grade econ these days and throw them on a podcast. The right wing is so full of just nonsensical people. It's unbelievable. And yes, as you may tell, I'm more angry than usual, but this shit pisses me off.
And then they file the taxes, and then the IRS gets back to me and they're like, actually you owe us another $5 million. It's ridiculous. It's not fair. So on that level, that would be great. On the other hand, it makes sense that Trump loves the Gilded Age, which was really bad for labor. I mean, all the Carnegies and the Rockefellers and all of the robber barons and the train companies, they all got rich off of the backs of people eating dirt and being their friends' bicycles and, not being able to make a decent living. And here in West Virginia, of course, with the coal miners, that was a big issue too. Coal miners had, they worked in the coal mines. They lived in housing provided by the company. They paid rent to their landlord, which was their boss, and they got paid a lot of times in scrip, which they could only spend at the company store, which is why we needed labor unions in the first place, was to liberate people from this indentured servitude. So if we
Sounds
could,
so communist right now.
I know I'm into. I think private sector unions are worthwhile. Ooh, not public sector unions, but if we could obliterate income tax by making foreign countries pay all of our bills.
That's not how that works. I think she's trying to reference tariffs. Foreign countries don't pay tariffs, right? US businesses pay tariffs. That's the whole point of a tariff. Again, I think this woman would fail a 7th grade Econ 101 class. So would probably Tim Pool and the other fuckers on this podcast. I mean, it's just like the amount of nonsense I've already been subjected to in 3 minutes and 42 seconds is unbelievable. Okay? But Tim Pool's poor wife, has to go through I shouldn't say, I'm just going to stop.
That would be cool. So long as we don't just exploit a bunch of American workers.
I heard someone talking about a consumption tax as well. Is that something that you guys think?
What's
How's
a
that work?
consumption tax? Like you buy a boat, like Lux tax?
No. So instead of having a tax on making money, there's a federal tax on spending money. So there's
a sales tax
so it's
on
like
everything?
like a sales tax on everything.
There should still not be sales tax on food.
Well,
okay. I think what he's trying to reference here is like this idea of like a flat national sales tax, but it would be on like I mean just a sales tax on everything. Services, goods, a sales tax, a tax. You already pay a tax, but it'd be a flat like 30%. Republicans have floated this to simplify the tax code. Again, same concept here as Republicans often do. Like, look at this fucking guy. His head is this. I mean, I have a big head too, but Jesus, dude, take off the hat. It's not doing you justice, brother. Sorry about it. But again, like Republicans like to do, they like to float money to the top to billionaires. So if we take 2 seconds to think about this for these poor folks in this room, if you replace federal income tax, the federal government, all that money, trillions of dollars, or I don't know how much of it, the majority, it's like 49% of the federal government's total income, which is the majority of, there's nothing else that's above. It's the highest percentage the federal government takes in. If you replace that with sales tax or a tax on a flat sales tax on 30% on everything, the low and middle income people are spending significantly more of their income on goods at the store than wealthier people. So the burden of a tax like that is going to be paid by low and middle income people, which is basic economics, right? Wealthier people are spending more of their income on things like investments and services, and not as much of their income on things like goods when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're paying rent and going to the grocery and picking up your scripts from the pharmacy, coming home, cooking dinner. Yeah. So the majority of your income there and rent is all the majority isn't being spent. You're not investing much money. You're not spending a bunch of money on services or people to, do things for you. You're spending your money paycheck to paycheck, feeding your family, goods and services, rent. So those people will make up the majority of the money that the federal government gets in this scenario, while wealthier people are avoiding that tax and will find very good ways to just continue to avoid it. So again, I haven't graduated college. I took an Econ 101 class my freshman year of college. No, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I took a macroeconomic class my sophomore year of college. I showed up for a total, not lying, of 2 classes, and then I went to the final. I passed with like a 79 or an 80. I walked into the final. They asked me some questions about Jimmy Carter's Fed chair, who I'm kind of a nerd, so I happen to know some about. Some supply and demand questions. Did fine, left. Am I saying I know a lot about econ? No. Actually, I have a very basic understanding of economics. This is the problem, is people assume because as I do social media, they're like, oh wow, you the way you talk about these things, like we should listen to you. I don't know shit. This actually speaks more broadly that if the 22-year-old who doesn't have an econ degree, like these are the top Republican people. I mean, this is like the most. If you have looked at, like, I don't know, dude, if you've taken a semester of economics 101, you know that everything that's come out of these people's mouths in 4 minutes is garbage. And every actual economist says the same. Every economist says that this idea of widespread tariffs are abhorrent, garbage, for a lot of the reasons I mentioned. Every economist, they hate it. right? Or the same idea behind replacing income tax with tariffs is like one of the worst policies just ever suggested by a politician. It's so stupid. It's just dumb. And again, economists have cited over and over when Republicans introduced that, it was like 25%, I don't remember, 30% total national sales tax. A lot of economists came out and said the exact same thing. We understand the want to simplify the tax code. We could agree on that. But you're pushing the burden of tax onto low and middle income class people. So I don't know that much about economics. It's just, I don't fucking know. I would dare these people to sit in like a 1 full year of like macroeconomics. It would be a semester. 1 semester of macro, 1 semester of micro. And just go. I'll pay for it. This is my deal. I went to Kennesaw State University. I haven't graduated yet. If Tim Pool and these 2 individuals will go sit in econ class, because I know damn well none of them have. I know it. I don't even have to see if they have a college degree. I know it. Or if they have, then at least I know that they're like lying for money, which kind of makes it worse. I just prefer they were dumb. I'll pay. 1 full year, 1 semester of econ, well, 2 classes, macro, micro. It's probably like $3,000 each class, just the tuition. Well, no, it's less than that. What am I saying? 1 class, I don't know if I can enroll you in one. We'll call it like $1,000 a person, and I'll pay for it. All you have to do is just go sit for me, please. I beg you. Shit, honestly, if you pass the class, I don't care if you sit. I didn't go. I showed up for the final. I did fine. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm so sick of this.
What do you guys think?
I don't like any kind of tax.
Well, of course not. Who likes taxes?
But it's a little socialistic to take away 25-30% of our income. So I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like it. And it disincentivizes people to work hard. You see it all the time in your personal life. Why work harder when you're going to go up and just end up paying
And then they just
more?
take more.
And then they just take more. I have a friend
Do you
who
ever get a raise?
You
get your raise and you're like, oh, there's $2.
Bro, chat, someone has to clip this, guys. Somebody has to get. I'm going to scream this from the rooftops on TikTok. Tim Pool, I will DM that. She was a kind woman. The woman who wanted me, someone who works for you, and Tim Pool wanted me to come on. I will come on if it's these 3 individuals. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm stunned at the pure level of stupidity that I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned. Like, none of you guys have even a basic understanding of how the US money flows in the U.S. government. Not even basic. You just said, why would you want to work harder if you have to pay? Because when you work harder, you might go up in a tax bracket. Do you understand how taxes work? If taxes work in brackets, this year the standard deduction was $15,000 we'll call it $15,000 roughly, right? So if you make $100,000, let's keep this simple. Your first $15,000 is immediately deducted, a standard deduction, right? And so I said you made $100,000. You're down to $85,000, right? And let's say you have no other deductions, okay? If the tax, you then pay, like between $15,000 and I don't know what the number is, but between $15,000 and $30,000, you pay a percentage of your income, right? And then on that money that you make, when you make the money above $30,000, you pay a higher percentage and a higher percentage. So if your taxable income is $85,000 and the bracket, the next bracket up, let's say that you're paying a 30% tax rate I'm just making something up. You're paying a 30% tax bracket between $80,000 and $100,000. You're not disincentivized to make $81,000. You're only taxed 30% on the extra $1,000 you made. You're only taxed in that new bracket on the money you make after. So if you now fall in a new bracket because you made $85,000, between $65,000 and $80,000 will be taxed at 20%, and then that $5,000 that you made over 80 will then be taxed at 30%. But you're still walking away with more money. It's not like magically because you reach a new tax bracket, all of your income is taxed differently. There's just no way these people believe this. There's no way. I genuinely believe in my heart that there's no way that you 3 are not just sitting up here purposely lying for the sake of clicks. I refuse to believe that you have this, because earlier you were telling people that fucking the IRS knows how much money you make, but they force you to file anyway. And then you guys were talking about how we should just abolish income tax and make other countries pay it because, I don't know, you don't know how tariff works. This is just, I'm actually like, I don't know how this surprises me every time, but this is just stunning. I'm actually genuinely like a little bit in shock here. I cannot lie to you. This is crazy. This is crazy. This has to be troll. This has to be.
Tax bracket, you're actually incentivized to work less because if
That is so stupid. That is so dumb. How does this guy pay taxes and not know how tax brackets work? I'm gonna do this just for the sake because it's pissing me off so bad. Let's look at this year's tax brackets and let's try to explain as a 22-year-old. I'm sorry, I'm 23 now. As a 23-year-old, let's try to explain to this fucking bonehead, these boneheads on Tim Pool, how tax brackets work. Okay, I don't even know if this is accurate for this year, but we're gonna say for the sake of argument that it is. All right, this is 2022, so check this out. You know, it's different this year, but just work with me. From 0 to 10, we're gonna say in this scenario that you made $180,000. Congrats, $180,000. No, actually, let's crash it. We're gonna say in this scenario you made $200,000. To the people on Tim Pool, let me try to teach you a little bit because if you're paying accountants right now to do your taxes, I don't know. I mean, you might as well just pay me, bruh. You guys have no idea what's going on. If you made $200,000, you get a deduction in 2022 of $10,275 if you're filing single. So you made $200,000 immediately, $10,275 is deducted. We'll make it easy. We'll say $10,000. So now you're at $190,000 of taxable income. Let's say that's it. You have no other deductions. You file your W-2, whatever. You are then taxed 12% on the money you made from $10,000 to $41,000. You're taxed 22% on $41,000 to $89,000. You're taxed 24% on $89,000 to $170,000. And you're taxed 32% on the $170,000 to the $190,000, which I said was your taxable income. Because you have moved at $200,000 from 24% to 32%, you are not incentivized to try to make $170,000 instead of $200,000. If you make more money, you will walk away with more money, right? You're only being charged the 32% in 2022, the 32% bracket on a total of $20,000. The 170 to the 190,000, because your 190,000 was your taxable income. You're only being charged 32% on a total of $20,000, right? So you're not incentivized to try to make 170 so you stay at 24%. You will still walk away with more money. A small sliver of your income will be taxed higher at 32%. But that's how brackets work, right? So nobody is incentivized to make less money in America. You have to be, all right.
if you go into the next tax bracket,
Yes.
you have to go significantly into the next tax bracket to actually make money, because you'll go into the next tax bracket by, say you go in by $10,000 or whatever, and it's like, oh, look, you owe an extra $25,000 in taxes. So you literally will take home less because you went into another tax.
I have a friend.
There is literally no scenario where that happens. Not one. This guy with his giant fucking head, I mean, look at this shit. It's half his head. Just made that up. That is never, it doesn't happen. That is not how taxes work.
Who owns a small business. He's a veteran. It's a veteran-owned small business. His name's Ben Wanzer in San Antonio, and they do commercial buildings. And he was telling me not only how much money he was losing because overhead has gone up exponentially in the last 4 years under Biden, to the point that he thought he was going to have to close a successful business down.
Yeah.
But he was scared, as you said, Phil, to go up into the next tax bracket. He said, there's no reason for me. I'm just going to get hit harder. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
My band, All That Remains, like we did a tour in
It's not. No, and here's the thing. This is where you get caught as a Democrat, because they can spit. This is how the Republican Party works. They can spit pure fucking nonsense for 5 minutes. And if I attack this here and I say, well, that didn't happen. Well, small business, the tax implications on small business is very complicated, right? You pay a different rate for small business. It depends how your small business is formulated. I don't know enough. Shout out to the veteran. I appreciate you serving our country. I don't know that guy's scenario, right? Taxes can get very complicated. So that's the problem. They're able to like just spew all this bullshit. And if I call one thing out and I was there and it's wrong, then they'll just harp on it. And that's all the whole thing will be known for. It's that Chris lied about a veteran small business. It's pretty broken.
2022, and then we did another tour just this past in August and September, and the overhead, the expense of the tour in 2024 was significantly more than the expense in 2022. I was looking at some of the prices that we were paying for things just for people. We had fewer people on the crew on this tour because we were doing a support tour as opposed to a headline tour, so we weren't carrying our own lighting package and stuff like that. And we still spent more money on overhead on this tour than we did on the previous tour. In the previous tour, I think we had like 6 people on our crew, and on this one we had 4.
Wow. He said
and we didn't have a light. Like I said, we didn't have a lighting rig on this one. We had a lighting rig on the other one. So I mean, like, it was drastically more expensive on this most recent one.
He said the cost of his materials went up 400% under
It's
Biden.
insane.
Yeah, I'm sure the widespread tariffs on all the materials coming from Canada and Mexico won't hurt that guy's business at all. By the way, to the people in the chat, Eber, listen, I don't know, like, I read briefly, you said, like, it sucks, you go to the next tax bracket, and I think I read you say that you made $3,000 extra, so you had to pay an extra $2,000. So I'm not going to comment on whether that's true or false, but just going off your logic, I think 3,000 minus 2,000 is actually 1,000. So it sounds like because you went up in the bracket, you made $3,000 more and paid $2,000 extra, which doesn't make sense in my head, but let's go with it. It sounds like you're actually walking away with an extra $1,000. You could have not made the $3,000. Brother. And to the other guy in the chat who's like literally losing his mind. Yeah, no, I think Trump has this in pure like constitutional crisis. If you want to debate that on TikTok sometime, be my guest, bro. It doesn't go well for most people. End up cooking food? Nova, what are you cooking? Have something good. Free speech is a little out of control, JK, but for real, you know, at least have a brain. I know it's absurd. No, exactly, Jimmy, exactly. Here's the problem. I didn't have 2,000 in my pocket, so I had to take out a loan. Okay, wait. But I don't think like you didn't. So I don't think removing the 3,000, you're not paying the 2,000, right? Because you're suggesting to me that like on an extra $3,000, you paid a 66% tax rate essentially on $3,000, which that doesn't exist. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know your specific tax situation, but I'm sorry that happened though. I mean, taxes are a bitch, but live in a society. Coloring, Andy, I love you. Chris, crash out. Gabby, good to see you. They are valid. Crash out, Chris. Dude, I've been pissed lately. I've been mad. Where you at? In the middle of the year, you got a raise. Okay, wait. How does that? Okay, all right. Chris, it's my birthday tomorrow. Can you say happy birthday, please? Kendi, happy almost birthday. Can I get a million W's and birthday spams for Kendi in the chat? Thanks for always being here. I love you. How old are you turning? What are you doing? You got plans? Chloe, $1. Deal. Done. I got you, Chloe. Done. A million W's, Chloe, in the chat. I appreciate you so much. $1 really means the world. By the way, Prince, thanks so much for resubscribing to Amazon Prime. It means a lot. It goes a really long way. It's truly to help the stream. It does. You guys are killer. Free speech has never been a thing and never will be. It's an illusion. What? Gay? Haley loves Chris. It's good to see you on here.
He said, I can't make a profit, dude. He said, I'm doing all of.
Everyone's birthday is around this time. Haley, friends, her friends. My birthday, Kendi, Gabby recently, and they're saying. I walked in. I said, hey, "There's a lot of birthdays." I walked in. I said, "Wow, there's a lot of birthdays," and we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna take a look because something has to be done.
These big commercial buildings, he does.
Sierra says mine. Can I get a million W's? And Sierra, I'm not sure exactly when it is, but happy birthday. Almost birthday, belated birthday. Proud of you.
Power cleaning. He goes, I can't even make a profit.
Okay, and lastly, I'm going to actually let this video play, but everybody, one of my longest supporters, Ahmad, got into grad school. One insanely impressive. Lulu is one of the most intelligent human beings on this planet. I've read some of the work she's done in college, and it's literally fucking mind-blowing. I could try every day until I'm 40 to understand some of the things she's doing, and I still couldn't. Absolutely brilliant. $1 million for Lulu. Congrats on getting into grad school. Seriously, really proud of you. I appreciate always being supportive.
Insane. But I think that, I mean, you know, the libertarian in me is going to say, of course, taxation's bad. You know, taxation is actually theft. It's theft of your time. And so, you know, there's not a...
Sometimes I just want to understand what world these people want to live in. What do you want? Like, all Republicans always tell me, like, especially older people like this, are like, oh, Democrats so unrealistic. You think money just comes for free? No, what fucking society do these people want to live in? They're like, I don't want to pay any taxes. I don't want that. I want to spend the exact same money on the military and all the services we have. And government better be helping people during hurricanes, putting them up in hotels. We got to spend a bunch of money on our military. But none of the American people should pay for any of that. Where the fuck does that money? What world is this? Someone has to pay for the things that you want. It's moronic.
There's not a bit of getting rid of taxes that I'm going to complain about. I do like the idea of using tariffs, but this is something that I continuously say, that people have the idea that taxes pay for things the government wants to do. They have that ingrained in their head, and that is just not the way the system works anymore. The taxation that you pay, the tax money that you pay, is destroyed. You don't pay taxes so that way the government can fund something. You pay taxes to manage inflation. If the government wants to do something, the government just prints the money. Congress passes a law, says, okay, we're going to appropriate this much money. The Federal Reserve prints it up and just pays for it. So the government doesn't need to actually tax you to pay for things. The taxation is used to manage inflation. The government has two tools. They use the interest rate, and they use...
I had the unfortunate displeasure of listening to the entire thing that guy said while I was getting this yogurt, and I mean, I have no response, honestly.
Taxation to manage the money supply. So the government doesn't need to tax you to pay for anything. So the reason they tax is so you have less money, because they need to take money out of circulation. So literally, there's no reason for it other than to make the American people poorer.
Dude, that had to be the most incompetent rant I've ever heard. Wait, even in this guy's world where the U.S. government doesn't use taxes to pay for anything and just prints it, and so they print it to control inflation, and so they just do it purely to make you poor. I actually feel dumber just having this, like, trying to think through this in my head. But so in this scenario, if that is true, which it's not, we take away taxes and the government will keep printing money to do things, and there'll be how does that then work? The US, we're just printing money out of thin air that doesn't exist in circulation. It sounds like the value of money in that scenario, it would get pretty dangerous. It sounds like it destroy our entire economy if you just start printing money out of thin air when it doesn't exist. Inflation. Yeah, just like increasing the money supply, definitely. Like, I don't even know what this guy is trying to argue right now. I actually have no idea. I have no idea. I find out if I get the behavioral health tech job this week. I'm so proud of you, Andy. W is Andy. I remember you interviewed recently. You got this. I believe it. I know you're going to get it. You got to let us know. I just don't even know. I don't know what this guy is going on about. Yo, thanks for 20 bits, by the way. Hi, Chris. Not going to lie. I'm just as confused as Twitch as I was in the beginning with TikTok, but happy to be here. Yo, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Twitch can be a little bit of a new thing to learn, but I really appreciate you trying and being here. 20 bits means a whole lot. Seriously, thank you. W's in the chat.
So I'm all for getting rid of the income tax because they actually don't need it. They just print money when they want to spend money.
But then it might exacerbate inflation.
I mean, look, there is that possibility.
Who are these people? Dude, there's no way that Tim Pool didn't just fucking pull 3 people off the street and was like, I'll give you guys each $500 if you come sit and try to talk about the economy, because I don't have an episode planned for today. What the hell are these people talking about? What the fuck?
Literally, there's no reason for it other than to make the American people poorer. So I'm all for getting rid of the income tax because they actually don't need it. They just print money when they want to spend money.
But then it might exacerbate inflation.
I mean, look, there is that possibility, but right now, right now, inflation is a problem that's like sticky because it gets to the point where when whatever you do exacerbates inflation, right? If you increase the interest rate, right, then that'll actually become inflationary at some point. So it's
What? Why? Wait, what? Wait. If you increase interest rates, which makes it less attractive for somebody to borrow money, which means they're not going to borrow that money, effectively taking more money out of circulation. And people who are paying interest on some loan or something, or people who do take out loans, are going to have to pay more in interest, also taking money out of circulation, taking money out of people's pockets. And now they have less money in the scenario that they do take out a loan, they have less money. And because they have less money, they're going to spend less money. All of those things effectively take money out of circulation, make it harder to borrow, lowering inflation. Bro.
really difficult to get rid of inflation once you've got that ball rolling. That's why we're still at that's why they stopped cutting the interest rates.
There's actually a lot of economists in a school of thought.
They didn't stop cutting the interest rates. They planned 4 cuts for 2025. They moved it to 2 because of Trump's tariffs. But we had what? There's no who are these individuals? These are the hosts right here. These are actual people? I'm stunned. I'm copying this. No, not selecting. I'm copying this and I'm tweeting multiple clips from this Twitch at these people after this is done. I am. I'm just gonna let them know. I'm gonna let them know how fucking absurd this is. I can't believe this exists on the internet. No wonder our country is so confused about what's going on. I mean, dude, you would have I have to stop being so mean. I'm not even trying to be mean here. I'm being 100% fully honest. If someone was like, Chris, 10 million Americans who want to know what to decide to do in the next election and care about the economy, you can have them watch this video, 15 minutes long, about these people discussing tariffs and inflation. Or you can have them listen to a similarly set up conversation amongst sophomores in college majoring in econ. Maybe seniors in high school majoring in econ. I'm not lying. I'd probably pick the seniors in high school. I would. At least they'd be more educational. I mean, this is just pure stupidity I'm listening to up here. This is, I'm not usually this fucking mean, but oh my God, this is crazy.
That argue exactly that you actually make inflation worse when you raise the Fed fund rate, and it's actually not making inflation any better, and you actually prolong inflation when you raise the rate. And so there's these two schools of thought, and a lot of people think it's a settled issue, that if you raise the rate, it's going to curtail inflation, and that's not the case. It can make it worse.
And I'm not an economist, but it seems to me that the best option is to allow the American people to hold on to their money and actually invest it in their own businesses, in their own lives, go out and do things that spur growth and actually create tangible, profitable things in the country. That's a better use of the money supply than for the government to take it just to destroy it to try to control inflation.
That's real.
I'm at a loss for words here, folks. I am. Which one is this? Which guy is this? I need to know. I just have to know. Is it Phil? Phil, are you the guy in the hat, buddy? And again, I think people would come into this live and they'd say, Chris, you seem so arrogant. I don't know that much. The reason that I'm acting like this is because it should make you very angry that people who don't even care to try to understand how these things work find it acceptable to go use having a platform like this requires so much responsibility or you can like destroy the fabrics of society and democracy like we're seeing because of this massive like rampant misinformation that is it's causing our division. There's a lot of reasons for it, but Trump has been the main perpetrator of and this Republican movement of just flooding the American public with so much just lies. It's all just lying. Every word that comes out of your mouth, the most outrageous lies over and over and over again. And it's like, I have such a disdain for people who are just willing, like even on basic subjects like this, are just willing to hop up and just have a little chat in front of on a Tim Pool podcast with 2 million subscribers. That should frustrate you. I mean, there's people out there like trying to learn about things, and like, I'm not saying you should fucking learn from me. If I got in front of the most conservative economists who didn't vote for Kamala Harris, didn't vote for Trump, maybe, I would have a lot to learn. I'm not asking people to learn from me. I'm just asking, like, Jesus Christ, if you don't know how a tax bracket works, and you believe that the IRS, quote, knows how much we all made, but force us to file anyway. If you think that that the only reason taxes exist is just to make the American people poorer, like, you have no idea how money flows at a very basic level. So it's like, why are you talking about this? It's so damaging to our society. Is this him? Anti-communist. No, that's so super jack dude. As is not him. Is it Ian? Is that who it is? Because they think they know. I know, right? It's insanity, dude. It's just... I should knock off Chase now, dude. Is this him? Wait, this guy with the long hair? I don't think that's this guy. I didn't see a guy with long hair. Wait a second. Shit. Maybe it's Serge. I think it's Serge. I think Libby is the woman. It's not Serge. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Maybe it is. Maybe he actually has curly hair. Doesn't really look like my guy, though. All right. I mean, all right.
It'll trickle down economics.
I mean, look, the phrase trickle down economics bothers me because that's something that the left came up with. It's like supply side economics is a real thing. People say supply side economics is BS, but like they're all walking around with the most clear evidence that supply side economics works, and that's a smartphone. Most people in here remember before they had a smartphone, they didn't need a smartphone. Now everybody that got a smartphone, the smartphone has become an absolute necessity. Some people can remember a time before they had a laptop and they didn't need it. Now that they have a laptop, they absolutely couldn't live without it. So that right there is evidence that supply side economics works. Just because you didn't know, just because you don't think you need a new thing doesn't mean that a new thing that gets developed isn't going to become the most useful thing in your life.
When I was a kid, my mom had all these cigar boxes. I don't know why she had them, but she had all these cigar boxes. And me and my friend Julia, who lived next door, we used to take tinfoil and all this other stuff, and we would make laptops out of them. And this was in like the mid 80s, before laptops existed. And we would pretend we were on a spaceship and that these were our portable computers, and we would like do stuff.
Look at you,
in
visionary.
The computers. But I don't think it was. My story indicates that it wasn't all that visionary for laptops to be created. Me and Julie.
Did I just hear that this woman can't invent? She came up with the laptops, guys. Yeah, she created. That's right, Abby. This woman who believes that the IRS, quote, knows how much you owe, but just forces you to do it anyways because the evil government hates you. She actually invented laptops. I know. Wow, we learn something new every day, chat. It's just like, oh my God, dude. This is... I think I saw Heather in here too. Heather, it's good to see you. I appreciate you so much. Apex? Is that... Did I see... Badly, sorry. Yeah, I can ask, yeah. I ran them from the street, Marjorie. I'm saying, yo, Angel, thanks for resubscribing to Amazon Prime. It goes a really long way. We are at 559 subscribers. That is crazy. I'm in high school and I know more about economics than these people. That's sad. Kendi, I love you. I'm proud of you. Oh my goodness, Angie, I really appreciate you resubscribing with Prime. Seriously, it goes a really long way. Can I get W's in the chat? Meg, good to see you. How are you? Yeah, she invented laptops, chat. Can you believe it?
Julia wanted laptops long before they were actually invented. And so when finally like there were computers and all I wanted was a laptop, and I got my first laptop in 1994, and I was like, finally, where have you been my whole life? I got an Acer Anywhere
Nice.
little laptop. My dad got it for me, and I was stoked because I'd wanted one since I was like 8
Since
years
it was
old.
imaginary.
Since it was imaginary.
Steve Jobs, you're not that smart, buddy.
We all wanted it.
Well-
But like, and then also when the iPods came out, I was like, I'm waiting for this in phone form, you know, like,
Oh, okay.
because I think there are some technological advancements that we are all just waiting for. Like,
So this woman in the 80s knew that laptops were coming, and an iPod came out and she knew it was going to come in phone form. I think the first iPhone was released in 2007. I remember when the first iPhone was released. This woman was, she was under the impression that she was just prepared for it to come out. Meanwhile, fucking BlackBerry went fucking bankrupt because they had no idea. All right.
like we're all just waiting for proper jetpacks, you know, like we still kind of want them.
I mean,
Who's waiting for jetpacks? What? No, all right.
I like the idea, but the
Flying cars. There's a lot of stuff I think that we have collectively imagined that we're all just kind of like ready for that to be the next thing.
I mean,
I want a flying car more than I want a driverless car. Come on.
I like the idea of a flying car.
I mean, the traffic would get worse and the crashes would be more.
I don't know that the traffic would get worse, but I wonder how. See, the thing is, like everyone that drives now, like 99% of the people that drive only know 3 rules of the road, right? They know the red light.
Try this bedtime trick to stop your partner snoring fast.
The biggest myth about snoring is when people say snoring.
Red light means stop. They know that like
Yellow means fast.
yeah, and that's like all. Nobody knows what the word yield even means.
No one knows how to merge.
No one knows how to merge. No one knows what the word yield means. I guarantee like 9 out of 10 people don't know what the difference between yellow lines and white lines are.
I think we've seen enough for the last 3 minutes. I do Corso. That's brutal. That is insane. 2 days after?
don't know the difference between
Those are easy to navigate, but whenever I'm in Wisconsin and I get on one, I always like
Really?
get turned around. Yeah, my GPS kind of freaks out.
Well,
on
the
'em, too.
GPS says take the 3rd exit, and you're like, but I don't even know how many exits there are on.
Oh, this is the full 2 hours.
Active, we need to achieve the.
Oh my god. Oh my god. 426,000. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Chad. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't, like, look at this. They were fucking live on YouTube doing this, dude. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, chat. I just can't believe it. I should check my YouTube chat, by the way. Because I know I'm also live on YouTube and I've just been sitting here free.
This order was posted on.
I mean, it's just insane. It's. Can we turn it off, Megan? Yes, we can. I'm done, dude. I'm actually done. I'm actually done. What's up, everybody on YouTube? I see you. Yeah, the chat here is from Twitch. Aria, thanks for being on YouTube. I appreciate you so much. Hi, Chris. James, what's going on? I like your hoodie. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's Jack Barber's mom. I appreciate you. Have we been live for like 4 hours? Because that's what it feels like already, having to watch that 15-minute video. That feels like my entire day. Hi, Chris. Who's that? Emin, what's going on? Eminson, what's up? How are you? No, we've actually been live for an hour.
It has been
Oh,
called.
Emily, what's up?
Decision Desk has called the House.
Relax, champ. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. I believe that COVID was a natural pandemic? Yeah, in general, yes. I mean, I think that like still our intelligence does suggest it was like from like a lab leak, for example. If that's what you're asking, is still fairly low. And I think our most recent intelligence that Biden got on his desk right before he left suggested the same, that like it's possible, but our confidence in that is just very low. It was possible. I don't know. That's my answers. I don't know. I don't have enough information to know. Wow. I mean, look at this stat, guys. Look at this. After Donald Trump makes this, wants to invade Canada as a 51st state and demands all these things, it says we're going to stop the flow of fentanyl to the Canadian border. The U.S. Border Patrol seized 21,899 pounds of fentanyl in 2024, and of that, 43 total pounds were seized at the Canadian border. Like, there's not fentanyl flowing in through Canada. It's fascinating. We live in a society. That's right, Gabby. I have a shirt. It's a beautiful one that I was gifted that says it. It's a beautiful, beautiful shirt. Beautiful shirt. Survival. Oh my God, the Luka Doncic trade was so insane. So I know it's getting close to midnight on the East Coast. I did, a lot of the reason I did this live, the shorter live. You like that fade transition right there? God, so beautiful. A lot of the reason I did this live was because I wanted to inform everybody of my new schedule, and I'm going to update it on my Twitch. So again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 8 Eastern. We live in a society, March. I've been asked a lot about it. I can't lie. Can I be honest, Chad? Like, it took me, and a lot of you might not know me, like I was objectively like a much smaller creator even just a year ago. And so like even like starting debates, like I refused to do any type of like Venmo and Cash App for so long, which it's because it was like a moral thing. And like again, I'm so like appreciative. It's like it's changed my life. Just that alone has changed my life. You guys have changed my life. But I think like, I know like, and I have I have no issue with other people obviously selling merch or doing Cameo or things like that or Substack. Like I have no problem. Like I think that's amazing. My own personal thing, it's like a mental hurdle for me where people have asked me to do things like Cameo or merch or like I start a Substack and like it's like I don't like the idea of charging people for things. And I know I don't even want to look at the chat because I know what you guys are gonna say. I'm just trying to be honest. Is that's why like people have asked me about these things multiple times, and it seems like I'm pushing it off. But it's like I'm just like I can't. I don't know. Like I'm passionate about what I do, and like I know I need to like make money to survive, and I'm doing fine because of you guys, which I love you to death from the bottom of my heart. I do. Like even I'm like what I'm gonna be making like put a little profit margin on a shirt, ship it out. And it's like I don't know, dude. And I didn't mind, like, it's kind of how I felt with, like, these hoodies, like, the unplugged hoodies, right? But I liked it, though, because it was, like, a podcast, so it was fine. But I don't know, it's just, like, it fucks with my head, dude. It's like, people ask me a lot, like, would you start a Cameo? I'm like, no. I want to be able to say, like, just send me a request for a video and I'll just do it, because I don't want someone to pay me for that. But also, I can't do that because it's like, okay, I have no, like, my DMs are always flooded, and, like, I can't promise people things, right? Maybe that's a good point, Cool Cat. Let your own moral compass guide you. The people want and then Megan's like the devil on the shoulder. She's like, the people want the merch, Christopher. Ria Raya, I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for the kind words. Chris, you have convinced me I'm going to make those complications. What? I'm going to make those. Oh, compilations. Oh, compilations. Sorry. I'm having trouble reading. I appreciate you, Courtney. Thank you. Give merch. You guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. I could sell it for like 25 cents. Well, that's the other thing. Is like if I did sell like just like I did with the unplugged hoodies, like these hoodies were expensive, but they're also expensive because they're union made and they're printed in America, which makes them expensive. And I would do the same thing, you know, like Canva. Their stuff ships out of America. I tend to like to use Canva. Oh, that's very kind. That's very kind of you. Go both sides, but the people want your merch. Okay, well here's the like. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do. We live in a society merch. We live in a society. Yeah, but like even like on Canva, I think like it with shipping and everything, I'd be paying like probably like $50 a shirt, which means like it's like, oh no, that's probably not true. That's probably not true. I'm sorry. That's don't ignore that. But I'd still be paying like $30 a shirt. So like that's still like a pretty, you know, to be like, hey guys, here's like to cover all my costs and everything. Like here's a $39.99 shirt. It's like fuck. I don't know. That's too kind. You're too kind. You're too kind, Emily. I appreciate you a lot. The other Emily. Yo, ZZ Riz. You put a smile on my face. I appreciate you a lot. Appreciate you. Find someone with an Etsy shop. Yeah, maybe I could get it printed cheaper. Candy, make sure it's for free. Can you make? Well, here's the thing. I'm going for 1 million sales on launch. So can you make 1 million shirts? Okay. Yeah, Courtney. Like I used to drop ship them from Canva because that way, like I could, you know, avoid another shipment, and people knew that they're still American made. And I shipped. It's just like, but obviously I could drop ship them or even buy inventory both much cheaper if they were shipped from overseas, which is another like moral thing in itself because it's like, I don't know. I want to like support American businesses. I could give me like a month. I need them now, Gendy. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate you offering. If it was the same quality as Unplug, I'd spend like $50 on a shirt. Abby, can I get W's for Abby in the chat? Did you like the quality? These sweatshirts aren't nice as fuck. And again, it's also like when you're not, you know, like when you are buying from an American manufacturer and like they're high quality, that's all the like, I don't know. I almost went for it with like my own personal, also the other Abby Levy. Thank you for cheering a bit, by the way, 2 bits. I appreciate you a lot. It's also like my own personal, like, cause when I was doing it, I was also like, if I buy a hoodie and it's like doesn't fit right or it's not comfortable, which tends to both be true or it could be true. It's not even that it's not comfortable. If it doesn't fit right, which tends to be like lower quality hoodies, I never wear them. Like I'm obsessed with hoodie. Like really high quality hoodies are just fucking. So I'm like, they're gonna be more expensive, but that's kind of how I don't know. I assume other people are. And you know, you got a hoodie that like even if it's not like the best designed hoodie, it's like bro, this shit fits like fucking butter. W Abby. Menaces Alejandro. Menaces to Society podcast merch. That's right. Maybe I should just become an alpha male. Maybe that's what the fuck I should do. What do you guys think, chat? Are you supportive? I mean, I could do t-shirts and hoodies. NF. Yes, no, yes. I mean, I do. Yeah, I do like multiple. Just we live. Let me go. Wait. Chat. Hold on. I'm gonna get the We Live in Society shirt. Let me go find it. Hold on. It might be in the washer though, because I'm trying to get laundry. Let's see here, chat. This isn't it. What the hell? Am I tweeting? Okay. I want to preface this by saying I went to Haley's birthday. I surprised her. One of the great supporters of mine, Haley. Her mom reached out to me. I went to her birthday to surprise her. One of her friends, who's also part of the, I'm going to say, or the Agilate, I should say. Which, let me pronounce his name right. I'm already doubting myself. Hold on. I know I screenshotted it. I might have screenshot. Oh, wait. Hold on, chat. Oh, here it is. Vandana. I'm going to get it right. I love you. Both incredible. A couple other friends there. It was amazing. And I know Gabby is part of the crew in the group chat too. I surprised her for her birthday too. Quite oddly enough, a lot of people live in Chicago. Anyways, Gabby, you're amazing. So Gabby's mom and Gabby were very kind, give to me a lot of Chicago things. I use the water bottle all the time, the shirts as well. And Haley got me a shirt that says, "We live in a society." And it needs to be washed because I wore it that night. I went out to a bar and I wore it. Actually, I had a guy comment. He was like, "We live in a society." I was like, "Well, we do." And so this is for the record, the mom, like I believe Haley's mom designed it and shipped it. Fits perfectly. Cause I like shirts bigger. It's like a bigger shirt. It's like a large or next to large. I like a kind of oversized tees. The text, like it's perfect. It's like the exact merch. I almost feel like I owe Haley a cut. But I mean, just look at the simplistic, nice and simplistic, right? We got the shirt and heat pressed vinyl. Oh my God! Look, Haley's in the chat right now. So never mind. This is a shirt that they got and then heat pressed it. That's insane. But it's just like so simple. So I'm like, I don't know, do some merch on that. That's sick. I work for someone. W's Haley, by the way. I appreciate you so much. I work for someone who owns a Minnesota-made printing. Oh, I missed. Allie, we have been doing politics. We reacted to the worst video of all time. So honestly, for your sake, I thought it was so much worse than I thought. I'm glad you're here, but like for your mental sanity, I'm glad you missed it. I wish everybody in here missed it. And it's not because I don't love you, it's because it was painful. It was painful. I work for someone who owns a Minnesota-made printing business and some other stuff that does a decent amount of custom work. If you want, I can try to get in contact. Yo, that's very kind, HJ. I appreciate you so much. Is that Heather? Is that the other Heather? Yeah, I'm gonna think about all this. I appreciate you mentioning it. I think they believe that is the Heather. So sick. I want one, Heather. I love you. You're amazing. Yes, I do need to hop in the GC. My balls never reach 420. Welcome back. We reacted to a video. I was just talking about my new Twitch schedule, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And those 3 streams are strictly politics. There will be other streams in between that where we're doing video games or cooking, but those 3 are on the schedule as strictly politics. I'm going to try to make sure there's a scheduled cooking stream every week as well, so it'll be a total of 4. And then I think for now the video games are just going to be fucking random because I don't think I can really schedule that. You know, Sisson and I just kind of fucking play that by ear. Deal, Gabby. Deal. I'll wear the Chicago shirt. Deal. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Meg. 5 to 8. Kit. I promise. Platform one more time. I'm so sorry. Sub only streams when? Yeah, I was thinking, Abby. I think the cooking stream may be sub only. I think that's what we might do, but we'll see. I love you all so much. Haley's gonna make ominous 8 merch for us. How about the Agile 8? Frankly, it's disgusting that you wouldn't use. The fake news is using in terms that I didn't. They said I made. They said they say ominous 8. I said multiple times Agile. They said no ominous. I keep saying Agile and they keep twisting it. It's what they do. It's disgraceful. And frankly, we're gonna take a long look at it. We're gonna do something about it very soon. It's not good. I love Meg. Meg. I will give you a sub to watch the cooking streams, man. Come on now. You're always so supportive. I love you, Meg. I will give you. Meg, you're getting a sub. I'm gifting it to you as we speak. Nobody else gifted because I'm clicking on the button. So we'll both gift at the same time, and then it'll be worthless. So stop. I'm already there. I'm already doing it. Relax. All right. Done. Look at that. I gifted you a sub, Meg. And remind me when it runs out, I'll give you another one. I want you in the cooking streams. But we'll see. I haven't decided that they're going to be sub only. I haven't decided that. I haven't, Chad. I haven't. Like I said, I don't like those things. I don't like making people paywall, but also I have to pay rent. No, just kidding. The MAGA 8. MAGA 8. Oh my goodness. P-R-O-K, P-R-O. Wait. Can I read, Chris? Why don't you just try to read the full word all at once, buddy? All right. Procari. I always talk so much shit about, oh, these people don't know anything. These people don't know economics. I can't read. Do you hear my words? I think if I ever had to do like a reading or writing test on live, I'd score at like below a high school level, dude. I can't read. I should actually like practice reading and writing. It's just not my strongest skill. It's just not. And I don't know if it's like the way, I don't know, it's like my brain is trying, like when I'm looking at this, well, I mean, this is not spaced out, but like even looking at something like this, it's like, my brain is trying to figure out where to space the, I feel like it's super simple. Prokaryote, princess, prokaryotes. That's what it is. I guarantee it. Thank you so much for subscribing for 3 months at tier 1. That means the absolute world. Can I get a million W's for prokaryotes, procreates, princess, bro. What a beautiful. Abby, thanks for gifting 1 month sub to Alejandro. And Alejandro, thanks for being here, man. W, Abby. Abby, I seriously, I love you. Close enough. Now, Haley, actually, quite close. People say to me. People say quite close. I have other skills. Winnie, I got you. You know who you are, Procreate. I'm just gonna create nicknames for everyone. You know, Mads. We can't pronounce her last name, so we call her Bobblehead. Good, no? Oh. Okay, deal, Haley, deal. Procreate. Kate, thank you so much for $2. It's really good to see you. We need people like you in the world. As always, thanks for being here. Don't read it. It's next week. Holy shit. Okay, yes. Yes, Kate, I got you. You're amazing. I love you so much. I love you. And wait, who wanted me to check really quick before I hop here? We're probably going to go to TikTok, and I got to post a video, and maybe we'll go with Harry. Julie, hello, how are you? My climate pod? I love you so much, Chris. Can you support my climate pod? Yes, of course, Allison. Did we call it? Was this the pod that we called out last stream? I believe it is. Let me go check it out. I really appreciate being here. I'd love to. Ria Raya, just you being here means the world. Wait, hold on. There's somebody who asked me. Let me scroll up. Who? It was a Winnie, I think it was. A Venmo around 4 p.m. Did I miss a Winnie? I'm so sorry, Winnie. Did it come from Winnie? $5 p.m. It doesn't tell me. Like the W Mall. Oh my God, Molly! Thanks for gifting a community sub. It means the absolute world. Katie, I might. No lie, I might. Katie, can I get I'm sorry, Molly. Can I get a million W's from Molly in the chat? I really appreciate you, Molly. Seriously. Deal, Abby. I never use Twitter. Like, it makes me so mad these days. I got to try to use it more, but I will. Winnie. Oh, wait. Oh, Carly? With a K? Carly with a K. Where are you, Carly with a K? It's a disgusting name. I'm just kidding. I'm acting like Trump. I don't see. I don't see it. Did I not read it out? Wait, Carly with a K. Oh, $1. See you in Sydney this weekend. Maybe I'll hit you up. You never know. I appreciate you so much. I got to figure out when I'm going to Cincy. Definitely this week, though. I got to see my grandparents. I see you. I appreciate you a lot. I got you. Thank you so much, truly. From the bottom of my heart. Okay. Oh, LLS on PayPal. Kit, I got you on Instagram as well. All right, listen. I've never seen a hit Blue Sky thing. I haven't tweeted. LLS, hi. Hi, LLS. Do you have any advice to tell yourself when you lack motivation to record or stream? I could use it. Actually, this is a good thing. I appreciate you asking that question. I'll be honest, like even just the last week or so, I've been in like a weird mental place that I feel like normally I'm not. And I think that like I haven't given enough credit to how like the move has probably like affected my mental. And so I think that like at times I've been like prone to just doing a lot of like laying around, sleeping. My sleep schedule got fucked up, and like I really was just at a point of just like not moving at all. And so I've been trying to like even today I forced myself to like I fucking walked around for like 45 minutes. I never walk, right? But it's like I don't know how to describe this, but I'm like my brain's just been like running a lot, and I'm sitting, and it just feels weird. I just feel kind of off lately. And so even before this stream, I was supposed to be on this stream at 8:30 my time ish, and it was 8:30, and I was still like, and I almost went to sleep. I was like, and I was sitting there like debating in my head. I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired. It's like it's gonna make me feel better if I get up. And you know that mental game you play where it's like you're just tired in your head because you know you want to do something or you need to do something, or both. But I think like the best motivation I have sometimes is that if you just get up and start and see how you feel. So I always try to tell myself that like even when I don't want to, like even when I was logging on to Twitch, I was like, look, if like for some reason I want to go lay back down, I can just tell the Twitch stream in 10 minutes I don't feel good, right? But why don't we try it? And once I got on the flow, I feel really good. It's like similar to exercising, similar to eating. I'm like, oh, I don't want to take a walk. But as soon as I'm outside and I walk a brisk walk for 5 minutes, I feel so much better. Believe it or not, that's how that works. Same thing with eating. I go all day not eating. Oh, I feel like shit. I'm not hungry. It's not that big a deal. That's not why I feel like shit. And then I fucking take a bite of food. And I think that that's like, that's part of the game, which is like mental health in general, especially for someone like me. Because these things are things I want to do or things I know I need to do. And I know they'll make me feel better, but it's hard. But I always try to tell myself to just like, one of the tricks I learned, or like always hear I learned, I have to be told this a million times. I mean, my therapist and I joke that like she's told me the same thing every week since I was in 8th grade. But one thing I heard one time that like really stuck with me was the idea that like if you can't go to the gym, what you should do is for 2 weeks, you should drive to the gym and drive back. That's it. Just at a planned time. If you want to go to the gym at 5 p.m., drive to the gym at 5, park your car, immediately put it in reverse and leave. After 2 weeks of doing that, show up to the gym again, same thing, 2 weeks, but this time get out of your car, go in the gym, take one lap around the gym and leave. 2 weeks. And what you start to realize is like your brain will begin to learn like, okay, well, if I'm going to drive here and walk around the gym, because it's hard. That's a hard thing. I understand it. Like it's not an easy thing to do something like go to the gym. It's intimidating for a variety of reasons, or starting to have it. But like once you're there and you've told yourself like, I'm just going to drive. And if I'm uncomfortable and I want to leave, I'll leave. But I've done what I said I was going to do. And a lot of it is like these mental hurdles of like, if you tell yourself I'm going to stream for 14 hours a day, every day, and you only stream for 10, you're going to feel like fucking shit about yourself. Just like if you tell yourself you're going to be in the gym for an hour and you're in the gym for 45 minutes, setting unrealistic expectations for your own brain. And this is where it's like mental health is really hard. And just existing is hard because you have to reframe so many things in your mind. And I really like that idea of like, it can help you if you like, I always struggle. One of my biggest struggles has always been like this idea around like I'm a very black and white thinker. So it's like I'm very all or nothing, very, very all or nothing. And it's like the ADHD OCD combination. And I've done so much work trying to train my brain out of it, but that's how I've always thought. It's how my brain's wired. And so in that, it's like when I know I need to be doing something, I'm like, I should be a healthier human. And you know what I want to do that? I want to be cooking every day, maybe eating out once a week, maybe going to the gym 3 times a week, fucking drinking a gallon of water a day. I want to add everything. And it's like, well, if you do that, you're going to get a little bit overwhelmed. So why don't we go one step at a time? And through time of like therapy or being in that outpatient program for depression, like even when I was like, all right, I'll go slow. Why don't I try to cook once a day, 5 days a week? And they'd look at me and be like, why don't you try something smaller? And I hated it because it makes me feel like I can't do anything. But it's this mental reframe of like when I started just making things into very small steps. it's really like a mental trick of like when you feel like you're getting things done, when you know you're accomplishing things you set out to accomplish, no matter how small, it can really start the roller coaster of like, oh, I'm not an idiot. I can do things like if you're streaming LLS, for example, like you can stream, like there's nothing wrong with you, or you can go to the gym. You're not some broken human. It's just you've been putting way too much pressure on yourself. So that's why I like this idea of like, if you can check off on your list and go to the gym for fucking once a week for 2 weeks, just drive there and leave. You don't have to get out of your car. That's all. If you get there and you're tired, you just leave and you can check it off. Boom, I did it today. But one day you might get there and be like, well, I'm already here, so I might as well like walk inside. And then now you're overachieving, right? So it's like that mental frame. I think like I try to apply that sometimes where it's like, look, why don't I sit down at my desk and I'll just try to record a video? A lot of it too with the content creation. I love the videos I make lately, but it takes a lot of like effort to get me sometimes into that mode. And I know as soon as I sit down and start, I'm gonna fall in love and I'm gonna figure it out. But like sometimes it takes a real push for me to just like, I'm like, I can't think of video today. I don't want to do it. I'm just like, I'm thinking so much about it, processing it. Oh, why can't I? But I'm not sitting down and doing it. And so sometimes I just have to tell myself, why don't I sit in the chair and I just spend 5 minutes on my phone trying to think of something to record. And if I can't, or if I think it's shit, I'll get up and I'll walk away. And you know what happens 9.9 times out of 10? I'm in the chair and I fucking post a video I love. Same thing with Twitch. If I start the stream, if 5 minutes later, I'm just like, you know what, guys, I really don't feel good. I'm gonna hop off. I'll leave. And that's what I told myself, and I've streamed for an hour and a half, and that's exactly what I wanted to do, and I fucking loved every second of it. Right? So, I don't know. Anyways, enough ranting. I'm leaving now. I'm gone. No, I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go hang out with. I'm gonna actually record a TikTok video because I'm gonna probably hang out with Harry on TikTok for a bit. I love all of you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are all amazing. Abby, I love you. I got you, Aurora. I got you. Excuse me. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And it would definitely, plus a weird fog. It is a weird fog. It is weird, Isabel. I appreciate you saying it like that because I've been obsessing about what it is. I've been wanting to go to the gym and have it nice to myself about it, and you definitely put in a different perspective for me. No, Isabel, like seriously, you should be, you're too hard on yourself. Those, like exercise especially is hard. And a lot of it for me is like the ebbs and flows. I'll get into a routine, I'll feel good for a week or two, and then things will mellow out and I'll feel like I'll go a week of just like rotting in bed. And I'm on these ups and downs, and it's like I always feel like a motor that can't quite start. I'm like always like every day I'm like, all right, gotta get a couple things together here. And I'm like trying to, you're trying to like pull the lawnmower or you're trying to start the car. It's like about to start. That's how I feel. And it's hard. But a lot of it comes from you beating yourself up too much. Like even today, like for something like the gym, again, I'd seriously suggest like I challenge you to go to the gym for the next 2 weeks, twice a week. Just go and leave. You don't have to walk in. Just do it. And be proud of yourself for doing it because you're taking steps. Today I had to go pick up a prescription and I wanted to walk. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to walk for like 45 minutes. And I kept trying to like plan out. I was like, I don't fucking want to walk. But I knew I had to walk fucking 4 steps to the Walgreens over there. So you know what I did? I fucking walked to the Walgreens and I was like, by the time I got to the Walgreens, I was like, I'm already here. Why not just walk 10 more minutes down the road? And then I'm there. And you know what happened walking back? I was like, God, I feel so much better. But it did take that mental reframe. And instead of looking at it like, God, why is it so hard to get myself to just walk for 10 minutes? That's so stupid. That's what makes you fall into the pit. Because even today, for me, it's like, I'm like, oh, why can't I walk for 10 minutes? Do you know how fucking stupid that is? I set a goal for myself to walk I wanted to walk for like an hour. But I set a goal for myself, and I'm like sitting here like, why can't I just go outside and walk? What is wrong with me? Like, how much of a broken human do I have to? And again, you start on that mental frame and it's impossible to get anything done because you're beating yourself up so much. Give yourself the wins, right? Life is a hard thing. Life is a very fucking hard thing. Right? So and after I was done with it, I gave myself the win because I fucking walked to Walgreens and then I walked another it was like 15 minutes and then another 10 back, right? So it's like, that's a win. Did it take me having to convince myself to just take 2 steps to Walgreens? Yes. Is it annoying to me that that's dumb and I can't just get myself to go outside and be Superman and go run a half marathon? Yes, that's annoying to me. I feel like an inferior human sometimes. But if you keep getting in that mode of beating yourself up, you're not going to get anything done. So don't beat yourself up so much. All right, I'm actually going now. I love you. Little wins. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Someone said I should be a therapist. I don't think I could be a therapist. Like, as much as I love psychology, I couldn't. Like, truly, shout out to people in mental health. I couldn't. I would get too emotionally attached to like. It would really fuck me up emotionally because I'd be too invested in like people. I think, and like you have to have like a certain level of like care, but not too much care to be able to do that job. It's very impressive. People know what I mean. All right, X Lil, exactly. I love you. I appreciate you. All right, I love all of you. I'm leaving now. You guys are all the best. Abby, thanks for sharing another bit. I appreciate all the support. 564 subs is crazy. Join the Discord if you haven't. I will be on TikTok live shortly. I'm going to go post a TikTok video. Alejandro, proud of you. Thanks everyone for being here and giving me some good laughs, all right? Autumn, proud of you. Harry got banned? All right, I'll give him a call. We'll see what's up. All right, I love you guys. I'm out. Mwah.